welcome to the show. I am your host, Suzanne Monk, host of the original all-live Periscope cast, all about Donald Trump, Trump Talk US. Welcome to the show. Sorry I'm a little bit late, you guys. I just got done at a comedy show out in the suburbs and had to drive in and traffic and... But I'm here. I would not miss talking about Donald Trump today. This was an amazing day to be a Trump supporter. Oh my gosh. I know, Deb, every time I go late, I think of you. I think this is keeping Deb up. She has school tomorrow. I should get on it and try to be earlier. The whole time I was driving, move! I have to get there. Deb's waiting for the show. So, you guys, first off, okay, you turn on the news all day. They're waiting for Donald Trump. They're waiting for Donald Trump to meet with the president of Mexico, which they had an excellent press conference. Amazing. One of the most presidential moves I've seen Donald Trump do. I thought Louisiana was great. He goes down. He does what a president does, draws attention to the situation, helps out when he can. Brilliant. This was fantastic. President Nieto, I don't know how to say his name. Nieto invited Donald Trump down. He also invited Hillary Clinton. He made very clear that he has invited both candidates. Hillary Clinton chose not to come. She stayed away, and Donald Trump accepted the invitation, came down and met with the president of Mexico for about an hour. They had a very extensive conversation and then had a very interesting press conference. Very presidential, starting to build the relationships between two countries. What I thought was the most great thing is that Donald Trump is willing to take his message that we deserve a secure border and a sovereign nation right to Mexico. And he was very graceful when asked about, did they talk about paying for the wall? No, it's not a time for that. It's time for meeting. It's a time for talking about our mutual interests and our mutual problems that we have with this shared border and with all of the drug trafficking and the crime and such that goes across that border. And so if you have a chance to watch this press conference, it was one of the most amazing moments of television in this election season yet to date. Donald Trump, go down, speaks with the president, and has a wonderful press conference with the president of Mexico, respecting Donald Trump, talking about Donald Trump and the great conversation that they had, and showing him the respect of a leader, which, you guys, this undermines Hillary's whole race card. The president of Mexico wouldn't meet with a raging racist who hates Mexicans. And clearly they cleared that whole air. And Donald Trump and the president of Mexico, just like everyone else in the law-abiding, loving world, doesn't want a Mexico ruined by the drug cartels. And we don't want the fallout from Mexico being ruined by the drug cartels. So it was an excellent meeting and an excellent press conference. Now, after both the president, the Mexican president gave his statement, Donald Trump gave a statement, they took questions, you guys. I love my candidate so much. He leads the press conference like a leader. Hillary Clinton, no press conference in what? 257 some odd, 357. How many days has it been? I can't even keep track anymore because Hillary Clinton doesn't go to the press. She doesn't do press conferences. You know why? Because she can't take questions. She can't lead the press. She can't help them direct the press conference like a leader would. He did a great job and did a great job deferring to the president of Mexico for him to speak. When they left the stage, they left talking, speaking to one another side by side like she spoke at the American Legion. Yeah, I saw that. What was with her hair? It was really flump. I mean, I feel bad if my hair looks like that. I'm going to be honest. And I just don't understand, where are these outfits? Why not just wear, I hate to interrupt myself, but why not just wear a regular women's suit? Do you know they just make suits for women? They don't have to be these like Kim Jong, I think her and Kim Jong-un have the same fashion designer because I don't know what these outfits are. And maybe some Ferengi. Maybe the lady who made costumes for Next Generation. I don't know. But what are these? It was awful. It was awful. Donald Trump speaking with the president of Mexico. Two men, well-dressed, speaking about mutual problems on the border in detail. Absolutely fabulous. I'm sure they're going to have that. I haven't checked if they have it on RSBN because I saw it live because I sat there and I didn't see it live. I TiVoed every single show on the news. Do you ever do this? Where some event is going to occur, but you don't know what hour of television it's going to occur in. So you just TiVo like all the shows coming up to it so you don't miss it. Maybe just me. All right, that's fine. So Donald Trump meets the president of Mexico, has then today a great speech in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm going to go back and watch the pre-speeches because Giuliani, Mike Pence, there's a whole bunch of obviously great speeches even before that speech. And I was listening to it on the way home from the comedy gig so I could tell you guys what Donald Trump was talking about. Excellent speech, you guys. Hillary did a speech today. I don't know what she said, but at least I got a good nap, right? She's more low energy than Jet, but I didn't think that was humanly possible, but wow, still is. The immigration speech in Arizona tonight, I listened to it while I was driving, did not watch it while I was driving. Don't even freak out. I listened to it while I was driving. Fantastic speech. Starts to lay out specific policies. He's going to increase ICE agents three times, 300%. Specific policies like building the wall with sensors above and below ground. All you people are like, what? They'll just tunnel under. Right. There's technology. Talked about other uses. Having towers, surveillance, aerial surveillance, additional Border Patrol agents, how many Border Patrol agents he wants to hire, and how all of those will support the wall. So, actually excellent specifics about Donald Trump's immigration policy. And it's something you guys should check out. They're going to have it on rsbn.tv, rsbn.tv. As usual, they'll have it all there. Fantastic, fantastic details. In addition to building the wall, in addition to ending sanctuary cities, so important. In addition to deporting criminal aliens, he broke down the prioritization in the process of deporting the illegal criminal aliens first, how we're going to deal with the rest of the deportation process. A lot of details that the haters believe that don't exist, but that's because they just won't listen. They choose to listen to the media and then troll. Maybe they're paid to do that. It's fun. Donald Trump creating jobs already. Isn't that great? So, all the while, you guys, so take a look at the speeches. I just advocate taking a look at the speeches. I'm going to talk about this now because what made it so easy for me to find the speech, the app, America First. America First app, so great. You haters shouldn't even use it. You haters, then you would know exactly where Donald Trump is tweeting, so you can get all mad, like right then, like quickly, as opposed to having to go in a Twitter search. Just a suggestion. When you do, do me a little favor, get the America First app and then use my app code, my invite code, XZ3J7. XZ3J7. You can use my app code. I get points when you do that. Now, the reason it's a good way to help me get points this way, you can get points for donating. You get 50 points per dollar, which some people can just buy a whole bunch of points, which is great. And I'm happy. If you can do that, great. Go get the app and do that. I can't spend a bunch of money, and I've already donated my allotment for the month before I knew you could get points for it. So I'm on a budget. So if I get points for inviting, then I can still compete with everybody who gratefully is able to donate to Donald Trump directly and help raise money. Donald Trump is actually doing a match. It might have ended, but there might still be time. He's doing a dollar for dollar donation match. So now if you donate again, if you don't do it. I don't care. That's fine. If you do donate, great. Now's a great time because Donald Trump is matching dollar for dollar. And they have a lot of incentives. And it's one of the things I really have liked about the campaign compared to other campaigns and their means of gathering donations. A lot of it's whiny, political stuff. Donald Trump seems to have more savvy and certainly offers a little more incentives, signed copies of the book, blah, 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 fun stuff that you can get. And of course, he funds a great deal of his campaign to the sale of hats, t-shirts, other gear that you get on DonaldJTrump.com. Not anywhere else. A lot of that other stuff is not got. So we're going to do questions and answers in a minute. Let's talk about the rallies coming up. So important. We'll do question and answer. Just a minute. Impatient little bunnies. Thursday, Wilmington, Ohio. He'll be here tomorrow. Thursday, Wilmington, Ohio. Not here. There. Noon tomorrow. He'll be in Pensacola, Florida. Friday at 7 p.m. And as we know, Saturday he will be in Detroit. We do not know the timing on. We do not know the timing on that speech, but we're going to find out. So it will be coming in Detroit at an African American church there, speaking about the inner city, and I think that's going to be another killer speech. Mike's going to be in Fayetteville, North Carolina on Saturday at 2 p.m. And I believe it was Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday. He's going to be in Springfield, Missouri. We'll get back to you at 10:30 a.m. on that. So let's do question and answer before we do my Trump reason of the day. So this is the time. If you have a question, starts with a question word, ends with a squiggly thing, about Donald Trump, or not about Donald Trump, I guess other things, but hopefully they're politically related or it's going to be boring. This would be a good time to ask them. I won't answer statements. I'll answer questions. So, you know, what's fun is whenever by the time you get a question and answer, this little spot where the number of people watching, you're like, oh no, it's like the test part, and everyone's like, no, I didn't want to take a test. I was just here typing negative. I was just typing negative Trump stuff. I wasn't really here to ask questions. So, see, I was just here to make random statements, not really a question. You really have an opportunity to talk to somebody who's been following the campaign extensively and ask them anything, people who actually know. So, instead of that, you waste that opportunity. It's kind of funny, but it's all right. It's all right. He said that about Rosie O'Donnell. And yes, she is. How do you feel about seeing the angel moms? Thank you, Deb. And thank you for mentioning that, because Donald Trump brought up the angel moms in his speech. And at the end of the speech, which I didn't get to see it because I was watching it on the way home. Not watching it, listening to it, so I couldn't see it anyway. I could only hear. But he has met with the angel moms, with families who have lost. And he mentions several of these people by name in the speech. It's a very touching part of the speech on immigration night, and it's a very important part of his reason for supporting immigration, legal immigration, and border security, and proper enforcement of our immigration laws so much, is the devastating losses. You know, he mentioned one of the best lines of this, I thought he mentioned was, you know, Hillary Clinton is talking about, she's worried about breaking up families, but she doesn't want to talk about the permanently broken families who have lost someone to violence through criminal aliens. And it's actually, you guys, it's a great speech. The haters are gonna love to hate this one, because it is a great speech, and it's one of these things that is going to continue to turn the tide for Donald Trump more and more, whittling away at Hillary Clinton's African American and Latino base. So, go ahead, questions. Questions have question marks, yes. I support illegal immigrants. That's not even a question. And I appreciate that. You're probably voting for Hillary. That's great. But that's a horrible, unsafe, and unwise position that actually encourages human trafficking. So, I don't know why you would support a system that actually encourages human traffickers and encourages people, the coyotes and other drug cartel human trafficking organizations, to engage in sex slavery and kidnapping and hostage taking and a whole bunch of really bad stuff, are the consequences of your policies of open border and allowing all of the immigrants to stay here. So it's not in any way humane, your policy. Your policy is actually quite inhumane. It literally is the linchpin that allows drug cartels to continue to traffic human beings and force them into basic slavery. And I thought you guys were opposed to all that stuff, but no, you're happy because your overlords tell you open borders, because they love the cheap labor and they love the reduced salaries that come with a flood of illegal immigration. They love that. And so they tell you to want the open borders. And you do. You come out here and you troll for the open borders and you're like, oh, I love it. And then somebody finally tells you the truth. You're loving drug cartels who are killing families, shooting up weddings, kidnapping people, holding families hostage, forcing people to be drug mules, forcing young women, young girls into sex slavery. You're supporting policies that make that happen. So you're not the compassionate side at all. So I know I really do need to do that. Really do need to do that. I'm memorizing the names so I know. That's not really a question. If you I think you have a question there, but I'm not certain what the question is. So ask it in a question form, and I'll answer it. I actually think the meeting today, to speak on the topic, I guess you're talking about, the meeting today between Donald Trump and the Mexican president is something you should watch. You should watch that press conference because, in fact, the media idea of Trump is this bombast and this blowhard and somebody who just yells at people and calls them names is not Donald Trump. It's not been Donald Trump since the first day. Donald Trump is a businessman who negotiates multi-million-dollar deals all the time. He has to have grace, charm, poise, and manners, and is very capable of interacting politely and civilly on all levels with people of other leaders. So, it's very important to actually see him in action doing that. This is why you should watch the interview today, the press conference between the Mexican president and Donald Trump. What you're going to see is a man who's in the process of negotiating how to create a safe border. And two men who agree that the crime that is crossing the border is certainly a problem for both countries. There's a lot more common ground than the media would lead you to believe, because all they want to talk about is building a wall means deporting every Mexican and all this hyperbole misinformation that's the opposite of the truth. When in fact, if you listen back, Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton supported border security back when they were running for office before. Now, apparently, it's racist. I don't know what's changed. Maybe Hillary got a whole bunch more money from George Soros and other oligarchs who appreciate the open border policy that makes them a ton of money. Maybe that's what changed. Maybe Hillary got bought. Oh, no, that couldn't happen. Not Hillary Clinton get bought. What? Yes, I think Trump has started to get things in order before he's sworn in January. This meeting was definitely of that theme. It clearly looked like Donald Trump is taking on a myth that there's going to be all this panic when he hits office and the whole world's going to freak out. Why not just meet with the world leaders now? And realize, we didn't freak out. Everyone didn't freak out. The president of Mexico was very respectful and polite. We had a nice, normal, leaderful conversation and then a press conference. Yeah. Hillary Clinton, you might want to get out of that oven mitt outfit and come be on the campaign trail and look presidential, because nappy time is going to get you lost. You're going to lose. You're going to lose this election. That's just right. Let's do Trumpies of the day, you guys. Trumpies of the day. I'm watching my president stand, I'm calling my president already. I can't help it. I try not to. I'm watching my future president stand next to the president of Mexico and demonstrate the qualities of leadership like we have not seen in a very long time. Someone who stands respectfully and listens to the other leader while they speak to their people. In Spanish. He had to have it translated in his ear the whole time. Very respectful. Very strong, very respectful. Spoke very politely and respectfully. Afterwards, conducted the press conference like the leader of the United States should, because the leader of the United States is the leader of the free world. And he should lead every press conference he's standing at. And you know it as well as I do. And that's what my future president did. Why? Because he's a leader. Leadership is my reason for Donald Trump. I want somebody who knows how to lead. Somebody who has led actual things like employees and projects and companies. Not somebody who's led committees and super PAC brunches, which is basically the only time we ever see Hillary Clinton is if a bunch of celebrities have shown up to give her money. So she's raising a lot of money It's not going to do much good. Trump ads are starting now. They will continue through the rest of the election season. And with amazing stunts like this, you guys, what else is up Trump's sleeve? This is the unpredictability the media was talking about. Did anyone predict Donald Trump would just go meet with the president of Mexico? No, not even the news. They were freaked out last night. I managed to catch it just so I could tell you and me, we knew before half the news was even talking about it. High five, team. High five. It's because the Trump social media is the new news. So let's do hotties, you guys. I did manage to make times at hotties. And now, they were at odds. Are you talking about the Mexican president and they spoke to each of their constituency, yes, but they also spoke about the combined the mutual problems in a way that I think is very interesting, and we see leaders do that all the time. The next rally I don't know what they don't set the dates of that hard ahead in Tampa. There will be one in Pensacola on Friday. Pensacola. I don't know how close that is to Tampa. The only thing I know about Florida is that one side gets hurricanes and then sometimes the other side gets hurricanes too. So it's unfortunate. I knew he was going to show Americans he was rational and under control. Yeah, that was definitely. Mike Pence is going to. No, that's Donald Trump will be on Friday in Pensacola. Donald Trump will be there. Mike will be in North Carolina on Saturday and Springfield, Missouri. Mike might be down there at Florida with him. He doesn't have anything on Friday. I don't know what he's doing. So, yeah, I know. It's too far for me to... Springfield, Missouri, I'm like, I've been there, but that's like a day and a half drive. So, Mike Pence is from Pensacola. I didn't know that. That's great. That's actually awesome. Thanks. You're not helping. Let's do hotties, you guys. So, Sometimes Trump is really working hard. You know what? He fit in a meeting with a world leader right before, like crammed it in before the speech. He certainly is putting the effort in, running around, campaigning hard. Mike is campaigning super hard, you guys. So it's a 3 for today. It's a 3 for the hotties. What I love is nothing goes better with Trump than friends. And your best friends are Trump friends, as we all know. Everybody has some great Trump friends. And these look at these beautiful girls. They're so happy. They're Trump friends. They got their Trump shirts. They're all Trumped out. They're probably getting ready, hoping there's a rally near them. If they're in Chicago, it wouldn't, we're going to keep working on that. Me and Herman came and trying to get Donald Trump to come bring a rally here to Chicago. So, if you have any ideas on how that would be easier, you can send them to me. Or, other stuff, random bits of information, hate mail, love mail, pictures of your cat, whatever. I mean, I might not look at I will look at the pictures of the cat. What am I talking about? You can find me on Twitter at Trumpetarian. You can, of course, email the show, trumptalkus@gmail.com. And, of course, you can get all of our back episodes, www.trumptalk.us. That's our YouTube channel. And has a lot of special editions that break down all of the policies point by point. Now, we're going to do another special edition, hopefully tomorrow, if not on Friday. We're going to do a special edition that breaks down the policy, the point-by-point immigration policies that Donald Trump listed today in the speech. I want to get a chance for that all to be a great speech tonight. Absolutely. Want to get a chance to see it all written down. Donald Trump will probably post the transcript on donaldjtrump.com, so I will take a look at that and go to the point by point. We'll do a special edition, go over all those details, but we'll be back tomorrow to talk about more news, and you guys, who knows what it'll be. But do go and check out the speeches, especially today's immigration speech, and go online, and hopefully if it's on RSBN, if it is, I'll try to repost it. I'm so bad at reposting, so I'll try to be better. The meeting with the Mexican president and Donald Trump, you're going to love your candidate. Or if you're for Hillary Clinton, you're going to be sad. But if you want Trump, sane people do. You're going to love it. And that is our show, everybody. Thanks for tuning in late. We'll be back again 10:30 tomorrow. Keep trumping, you guys. Keep pushing the narrative about Hillary Clinton's crimes, her lies. This is sinking in, and Donald Trump is making ground. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. We'll talk more about it tomorrow. Have a great night.